Hello, everyone. Warhammer back, and we are continuing our Grease's campaign. This is episode 4. We ended our last episode finishing off Gorst, and now we kind of are going to decide whether we want to go straight for the Skaven or go after Pig Barter. Because it is controlled by the Ogre Kingdoms, which it is a good territory we want because we want to get these Chaos Ogres. Plus, that has a really nice landmark here at Pig Barter that gives all Nobblers faction-wide poison, which is really good. So we're going to go there. We moved back into our territory just so we could heal a little bit at the end of the last episode. But let's look at kind of what we want to do. I think we're saving skills with some of our characters from once we hit level 12. But we have this secondary army that's running alongside Greasus. So we're actually going to steal some units from Greasus's army. Let's just steal some Nobblers, so we can recruit some new ones, since he is not in march stance. So that'd be nice to get a little bit bigger army. We have built up our economy a little bit, because we were pretty close to not making any money, but now we've pumped up our economy a little bit. And we have the opportunity to drop another camp in a little bit. I think we're going to take Scrap Towers first, and drop the camp right here, and then move on to those other settlements. But looking at this before we end the turn, we've started building the landmark here at the Great Hall of Greasus. And we have upgraded Krakatan. Let's get Ivory. This reduces recruitment cost in the local region, along with the trade resource and limited income, so that's good. And let's upgrade our gold mine, our spice trading post, and the pay chest stone. Or store, not stone. And I'm not going to pay to upgrade this stuff. Haunted Forest. Corruption is slowly going down due to the province bonus, but we may have to watch out to see if we get a rebellion here. But we do want to get this built up as soon as possible so we can get some stone horns and thunder dust super early. But with that should be enough for this turn, and we will make our attack on the Skaven next. I'm not quite sure what their armies are going to be full of, but we will get new bounties next turn as well. Maybe that'll influence where we decide to go, actually. I also kept one of the bounties from the Lisman faction that starts next to Kugath Plaguefather, because they give us a bounty to go after him. And if he prevents a good opportunity for it, well, we might take them out. Ogres are very opportunistic. And it's territory that makes a fair amount of money. It has some trade resources and a landmark down in the Dragon Isles. So we'll keep that in mind. Okay, he comes out. I don't know who this Skaven is actually at war with, because currently we're not at war with anyone either. But he's the one that initially paid us to go after Gorst. Oh, Carcazon gets destroyed. Was that by by another Ogre faction. Good to know. And for our technology, we finish Mountain Metropolis, which reduces construction costs in capitals and settlements. Okay. And the construction time, that'll be nice. Alright, we need to make some money because we just spent a lot. We're not making too much return. But yeah, let's look at him and see who he's at war with. He's at war with Pig Barter. We haven't encountered yet, but we have encountered the Legion of Asgore. They actually chased a Skaven army out here. Let's see how much he'll pay us. Actually, no, we didn't. We need to look at the bounties first. Yeah, so this is the one that they wanted to kill Kugath. Yeah, Ying wants us to go all the way up there, so we're gonna decline that one. That one's super far away. And that one as well. Unfortunately, we didn't go one that's kind of near us, even though they did have some good rewards. But yeah, let's go to war with the Skaven.
Do not like your mask, no fun.
But let's get Drazloth to pay us first. He'll pay us 1 gold, worth it. That's funny. Okay, this army's actually kind of annoying though. 4 things of warp grinders. The problem is we don't really have any range units. They're gonna do damage if they get to melee with us, but Okay, because the terrain is kind of a little, what do you call it, a peninsula right here with the river on both sides and the delta at the bottom. If I do try to attack him, I'm not quite sure which way he's going to move, but we want him to go towards the scrap towers and not towards our settlements down here. So what we're going to do, we're going to move Greasus down here, and we're going to have our tyrant move down and then lead the attack from this side. Hopefully that forces him up. Which it does. Awesome. So we should still have enough movement range. Maybe not, since he went all the way around. That was not quite what we wanted. But we still do have enough movement range to make the scrap towers, which we do want to do. Looks like these Skaven are getting teamed up on. We have the Drazo's army coming along with these Ogre Kingdoms. Let's look and see who the faction leader for this is. It is this guy. So if we beat him in a battle, then we get to confederate him and we don't have to go all the way over there. But I'm not too worried about this army getting ambushed. We have a lot of heroes, so they can survive an ambush, but we don't want him to participate in this battle with Greasus. So he gets meat. Okay, if we auto-resolve it, we get low casualties. I don't think it's going to be too bad. We have a lot of heroes, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. We took 166 losses, but we did get a potion of toughness. That's a really nice item. So let's equip that before I forget, though. I do plan on keeping this territory. Scepter of Titans, cool, for Greasus. Which we've hit rank 14 with him. This gives us income from raiding and sacking and looting. This just benefits recruitment. And this is personal combat for him. The extra 10% hit points is actually massive because of the Noblar Palanquin mount. It starts with 12,000 HP. So that's a big jump, actually. But we'll get that a little bit later. I want to reduce our upkeep a little bit because we want to hoard as much gold as possible. Alright, our Bruiser did level up to rank 10. I'm going to finish off training and then we'll save for some of his unique skills up there. But he did get... Oh no, it was the Bruiser and our other army who got his big name unlocked.
Never gonna lose.
Alright, the Gutsman. I'm going to save skill points with you now. Yeah. It's Bruiser. Rat Killer, so when about against this Skaven, he gets immune to flanking. That's really, really good ability, actually. Let's level him up. Oh, no, let's do Where Are You Going? That's nice for the Unbreakable. Firebelly. We've already got Kindle Flame. Let's up our magic item drop chance with Scouting. And our Hunter. Let's do Larger Gut Plate. Yeah, so the only summon we should have left is Flayed Rock. Yeah, if we defeat this Ogre Lord in combat, that'll make our life a little bit easier, so we actually don't have to take this stuff. We can just confederate and build it up, not have to go all the way over there. That would let us focus on either Kugath if we feel like going that way, or going up north and actually start to take the Mountains of Morn and like the Firemouth. But just in case... I was going to say, I might just stick this guy in the settlement just to reduce the chance of him getting ambushed, but I think we'll be okay. They may have another army here, but we'll risk it. And yeah, Haunted Forest, awesome. Now it is at tier 2. Okay, control going negative 13 a turn, but that's going to go down by another 2 over the next 2 turns due to the provincial instability. And the corruption is gradually going down, so I think we should get there. Should get the control under control before we get a rebellion. But so let's upgrade this, because this actually gives us a little bit more resource production, and I don't remember how much growth we quite need for here. We'll check afterwards to see if we actually need to pay to upgrade this, because it is not suitable climate, so it will take a while with those penalties. But looking up here, Great Hall of Greasus. We have 2 growth surplus next turn, but let's upgrade the Ivory. Mount Thug. Knobbly Gorge, I think, will be pretty safe with Cathay to our east. So let's build some money. We'll focus on money first, and then we'll worry about the extra hero availability for the buildings that you can get at Tier 3. But Krakaton, we did build the... Or I guess this one we inherited to recruit Pigback Riders. I'm not super... I really like Pigback Riders, but I think we're kind of past the point where they're going to be super useful. So we will abandon that. And then go after Flydrauk, or go after Thorg if he prevents a good opportunity for us. But we'll also check out what our bounties are going to be next turn. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, and Drazoth, okay, he had been wounded. So he replaced this army and wiped out that little Skaven army that was up here. It's good for us. I don't know how he feels about us, though. Because initially, because we got the positive relations from our bounties from the Skaven. Non-aggression pact? No. We're going to fight you. Confederate you. I'm going to eat you. But yeah, we need to check and see how Drazoth feels about us. Because the positive relations we got from the bounty with the Skaven may affect how he feels about us. Ooh, bigger brothers. So it turned out something weird, boss. Bunch of old stinking Noblars hiding in a cave, only their noses ain't so big. Don't seem quite so dumb as the usual kind either. Of course, they'll do what we tell them to once we knock them around a bit, or we could just scoff them. So we can enslave the goblins and give us recruitment reductions for Noblars and Pigback Riders, or go for the meat. This is a camp, so I want the meat. Okay, and what are the Skaven going to pay us? So, that's kind of strange. Xiaoming wants us to razor sack Xingyang. He must not be in control of it right now. It must still be under the Dissenter Lords or the Skaven faction. The Skaven faction wants us to go after... I mean, the Dissenter Lords want us to go after here, which that may prove to be a viable target. But Xingyang, I think this one's... Yeah, it's 10 turns, which would take us 5 or 6 turns just to get there. So we may just have to decline those for now. Yeah, let's look at Drazoth. How does he feel about us? Okay, so the bounty positive relations don't matter, but he doesn't like our treaties with Cathay. So we will probably have to go to war with him eventually, but hopefully not right now. Yep, let's take out Thorg and confederate his territory. Let's put this tyrant encampment stance to give him a little bit extra leadership. And the we're at Worth Skaven, so they're not going to pay us anything. But let's get Greasus to go and eat this other tyrant. I guess he's a slaughtermaster, not a tyrant, but we should be able to catch him, hopefully, and still have enough movement range to make it to the settlement. It'll be really close. Okay, move a little bit closer. Alright, now let's move in Greasus. It's not too bad of an army. About half Noblars, half Ogre Bulls. He is only level 1, so he doesn't have access to any amazing magic. He has Flock of Doom, but we actually don't have that many Noblars, so it's not a big deal. But I feel confident in just auto-resolving that one. Yeah, we take a little bit of damage. Nothing we can fix. Our post-battle, we would take 830 gold, 111 meat. Let's take the meat. And oh yeah, we want to confederate because we want his territory. But unfortunately, we don't have enough movement range to make it to the settlement this turn. And we can't raid either, so we're just going to go into ambush stance just in case they try to come after this other tyrant. So we don't get any healing, but every turn you spend an ambush chance starts developing a trait to give you increased success chance later on. So, Greedy Fist, ooh, that's a really, really good item. 10% ward save, 10% weapon strength, and Greedy Fist, which increases cooldowns for enemies in range. Okay, so we want to put this on someone that's going to be fighting lots of mages and enemy characters. So, ooh, we got a big name for Bragg the Gutsman, who I believe that was his to fight a battle against the Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, so now he reduces enemy leadership, which is really nice. So we still need to assassinate an enemy character. Has to be a critical success, though. And your turn is the highest ranking character in this army. He's at rank 7. So he wouldn't be the highest in this army, so I may have to recruit another lord in a couple of turns just to get that big name taken care of. But let's get rid of this guy. You can see some of the green filth in the weather from our weather overhaul mod. Yeah, pig barter. Oh, we have another camp over here as well. Yeah, I'm not going to keep these guys for now. This is only a tier 2 camp and it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have enough meat. But we gained a lot of meat from fighting this Skaven. So we'll transfer over in just a second. I'm not going to build up casualty replenishment right now because we're not in friendly territory, so we're not going to benefit immediately from that anyway. Our Firebelly, though, let's get Fire Breath and Eruption, because we're going to be fighting hordes of Skaven for a little bit. Our Bruiser's still level 10. Our Butcher. We have Blood Gruel and Bone Crusher. Let's get Toothcracker for the armor and missile resist. Bragg, we're saving your skills. Our Hunter, though. Yeah, larger gut plate. And our Tyrant. Let's do more hit points. His Bruiser, though. Yeah, larger gut plate. That's unfortunately the best option out of these by far. So you pretty much always get those with the characters first. This Firebelly, though, let's do Cascading Fire Cloak. I do like that spell. And our Hunter here, finish off gut plate. You're making a fair amount of money now. I want to spend our growth on the Maugate, though, so we can get that landmark there. It's not a huge jump in money, but it does reduce global recruitment and gives us a little bit more positive relations with the Ogre Kingdoms. Not a huge deal, because we're going to end up confederating all of them, or just conquering them. But here at the Carrot Crackton, what do we want to do? I think we still just want to go full money. Once we have a pretty good income, because I believe one of Greas's big names is to get over like 6,000 in income. And you turn with over 5,000 income per turn, which is really nice because he actually buffs leadership once he gets that. So we want to get that right away. But we're not going to pay to upgrade the growth building here. Okay, what did we inherit in Scrap Towers? We got just a gold building. Okay, not a huge issue, but let's spend. We have 2 growth points, but we don't have enough money to actually use it. So we'll just upgrade the settlement instead. And we should transfer some meat over because we have a lot of meat. And we're not really doing a whole lot with it right now. Oh, we forgot to drop a camp over here. We have 10 more turns on the bounty to go after Kugath. I think we'll do that. We'll drop one. Oh, we'll drop one right here. Oh, I forgot. We haven't got the camp limit upgrade yet because we got one extra camp with Greece as his skill line, but we haven't done this yet. I do want to finish this guy tight defenses first so we can get the extra bruisers. Then we'll go after camp huddle to get that extra camp limit. So, my mistake. But that's good for this turn. Oh, we forgot to actually look at pig barter. So, there's no corruption at the moment, but we do have a confederation penalty. We're making 525 gold a turn, so we actually don't want to take off taxing right now. But let's just switch this over to controlling growth, and then we'll work on taking out this last Skaven settlement. Jazzloth might get there before us, though. Which he does, which kind of pisses me off. Because that's the last settlement I need in that province. We need to look and see how much territory he has. But the nice thing is that his main army is right here. So if we kill him and then take the settlement, it'll be a while before he can actually build an army to come after us. The shockingly obese. So that's actually, let's look at that big name first. I don't quite remember what that one does. In your turn with over 1,000 meat, 5 melee defense, which is good, plus 30% mass. That's great. Lets him kind of push through whatever he wants. But our new bounties were to the Legion of Asgard wants us to go after this Ogre Kingdom faction, and they would pay us 2,500 plus positive relations, and the Fistful of Laurels is actually a good item. So that would be nice to get. In return, the Ogre faction actually wants us to go after Flayed Rock, which we want to do, but we don't get any nice bounty with that. Maybe what we do for now... Where's the character? Let's try to find him. Okay, he's over there. If we recruit a hero and go deal with him. Ooh, Discipline. That's a nice one too. Maybe we have to send Bragg that way too, because he has a much higher chance of getting a assassination. So yeah, so we'll do that. And in the meantime, we'll actually go down and go after the Kugath Plaguefather bounty. But Greece's army does need a little bit of a heal, so we're going to garrison scrap towers for now. Hopefully that makes it, yeah, so we don't get a rebellion anymore. That's good. This time you're going to come down there. We do need to transfer some meat over so we can actually build stuff up in our camps, though. So let's do that. Okay, the Maugate, this is our camp up here next to the Ogres. It is tier 3, so we do want to give the majority of our meat. And then, with our secondary army, we could send some meat over here as well. We're just going to use up almost all of our funds, but that's okay. Get meat generating, so the income generating. Because we're probably not going to go out and fight there for now, so we just want it to generate income. Up here, what do we want to do, though? Okay, we get another bruiser if we get this built up. Let's do that. Another butcher as well. More income. And what else do we want to do? We'll get a lot more fire, but at least once we take the fire out, so I'm not super worried about this one for now. Reduced upkeep might be nice. Casualty replenishment. Gluttony's good for the heal. It's a really, really big heal for a single unit. But we'll worry about that once we're actually fighting more battles up here. Are there any units we want to recruit? Man-Eaters are alright. This also increases Lord and Hero recruit rank faction line. I did not remember that. But the cavalry one, this gives campaign movement range and income from raiding. You know what? Let's do actually, we'll do the man-eater first, and then we'll do the cavalry next time we get a little bit more meat. Because I actually want to use some more Mournfangs and crushers, since we have a mod that is specifically for them. Yeah, our butcher, let's do bull gorger, bone crusher, and blood rule. Since we are singing brag up here, let's do assassinate, just so he gets make sure that he can get that assassination, and we'll send this butcher down. But yeah, let's go after Kugath Plaguefather down here.
The Ogre tyrant.
I can't afford anything, that's kind of okay though.
Do what I say. No time.
I'm going to put him in March Dance, just so he can develop that trait for
Trade.
marching to get extra campaign movement range. Yeah, and then up here, I think we'll just leave it as is for now and use the meat on an upgrade for some of this stuff. But Camp Tyrant did level up. Oh, we should do this real fast though. We should have done that. So now he reduces construction costs a little bit more, so let's cancel some of those that we were doing and redo them so we save a little bit of meat that way. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. That seems like a good spot to end this turn. I would like to get a nice battle for this episode, though. So hopefully we can catch up to Kugath. That's going to be a pretty tough battle no matter what, because Kugath is kind of the... As much as Greasus is a fat piece of crap, the Kugath is even bigger and even fatter. He has a massive HP pool. So, and we don't have a lot of range units to deal with Nurgle, so that might prove to be a problem. But it's been good up until now. Okay, there's Kugath down in the south. Yeah, we don't want to do non-aggression yet. We want to get closer to Kugath before we declare war, and we don't want to make him declare war on us early. So how many turns do we have left on the bounty? We have... Get a little lag there. We have 8 more turns. So that should be nice. Plus we get a nice item for it. But let's try to find this Ogre character real fast. Is he? It says it should be here. Going on? Maybe he moves. The bounty didn't update. We'll send our butcher that way to go look for him. Probably would have been... Oh, no, he's not in there either. Might just send Brag down then. Since I can't actually... Merrow Muncher Malbat. Maybe it's the Camp Tyrant. Oh no, this is not a camp. This is a settlement. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it wants us to do. We'll leave Bragg close enough that if we do pop up next turn, we can do that. If not, we'll send him down to join Greasus. Okay, there is a lot of Nurgle attrition or corruption, so we do have to worry about that for now. We're still making about 3,500 a turn. I'm going to recruit a little bit with this Tyrant, though, because I think we'll need it to fight Nurgle. Nurgle can be really, really nasty. This Butcher. I don't want to spend this point on Cleanse Corruption, even though that might be good right now, because I really want to get access to the Maw, because that's a really, really good damaging spell, and Troll Guts is a really great heal as well, so we'll save that. I should have seen how much meat this guy had, because he might get into starving range before we actually make our first attack on Nurgle. But Pig Barter, we just don't have any money right now, that's right, to actually build some of this stuff up. We are going to get a rebellion here, though. That's bad.
The boss.
Let's actually cancel that. Let's see where the rebellion would pop up. It's going to pop up there. So if I may just have to leave this guy here to make sure we don't get a rebellion because of the Confederation penalty. So we should be able to stay there and still make a little bit of money. At least for this turn. We can turn it off next turn if we have to. So Greases is going to go in alone, I guess. That means we can spend a little bit of money here. Is there anything that would give us more control? That just reduces corruption. This gives us control, but it would take 3 turns to build up. I actually prefer to just send this guy to deal with a rebellion. Let's do that. So let's just build some of this stuff up to make us a little bit more income then. And then we'll worry about the rebellion afterwards.
Must feast.
Yeah, hopefully this is not bugged out and we get the opportunity to finish that bounty. We'll have to see. If we don't see it this turn, then we will we'll decline that bounty, unfortunately. Come on, Emmerich, don't declare war yet. Oh, a trade agreement, actually. Okay. Sure, he's not that bad of an ally. Plus, we're likely to go to war against the Chaos Dwarves anyway, so he might make a good ally in that regard. Yeah, I'm really confused, though. We'll just have to double-check the bounty once the new turn starts to see if we can actually complete it. Oh, we're getting another rebellion down here. That's not great, though. Because the Haunted Forest is one that we do want to keep. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're not even taxing it, so we might as well tax it to get 41 income. But we can, because what is all the negative control coming from? 2 of it's from corruption. Oh, I guess it's the, yeah, the climate and Confederation. Confederation goes in 2 more turns. We'll just take a Tyrant in here to deal with it for now. Or actually, let's do a Slaughtermaster or a Paymaster because we've not used them at all yet. Slaughtermaster, we have some really good traits. We'll pick some of them. Armor and melee defense, determined, knowledgeable. What is the best spell though? Level 4. I think we go with the Lord of the Great Maw for the Slaughtermaster. He'll deal with the rebellion. Let's just give him some. Doesn't have any local recruitment. That's not in 1 turn. We'll just get some Nobblers. They're pretty cheap. But yeah, let's give him Bull Gorger and Bone Crusher and Blood Gruel. Blood Gruel will heal him, which could be key in dealing with that rebellion. And then this one is going to spawn right there. Yeah. So this guy's going to come over there. I do want to march. Yeah, we'll march over there. Hopefully the rebellion army isn't large enough to take the settlement in the first turn, because that would kind of lose. That would suck to lose the income that we get from that settlement and the money we put into it. Okay, look at the bounty though. Okay, so he moved away. That's why. Yeah, so we'll send Raglatsman out there, and we'll start bringing this this butcher down. Yeah, in case the rebellion has enough strength to actually take this, I'm not going to upgrade that. But Knob the Gorge we plan to keep, and Scrap Towers we're going to keep. Build it up for a little bit more gold. And we can get Mornfang building once we have about 30 more meat. So by itself, it'll get there in 3 more turns.
My gun.
Actually, it might be a little bit now, a little bit less now that we've got that final upgrade. So it's up to 300. So you can do it next turn, actually. What about this camp? I think we used pretty much all the meat. 106, so we don't have quite enough. Yeah. So let's leave that one as is.
The Ogre.
And Greasus. Okay, here's Kugath. He has a secondary army with a Chaos Sorcerer Lord and an Exalted Hero. Now, the Exalted Heroes of Nurgle, I completely forgot they're anti-large. Last time I faced them in battle, so... Not in this campaign, but in one of our live streams.
I'm too busy eating.
I'm too busy eating. We actually might want to use some of our offerings to the Great Maw to fight Kugath. Tunneling stance might be nice because it lets us move a little bit further. Not take any attrition. One's a magic power reserve I'm not too worried about. The Feasting Frenzy and melee attack might be nice though, because Nurgle has pretty good defenses. We might need to use that one once we're a little bit closer to the attack. We don't have enough money to use... Ooh, we could do that though. We need 2,500, but I'm not sure if this works while this army is in a settlement. Well, we'll try that though. Let's cancel something that we were going to build. And we'll see if it actually works while he's in a settlement. Kugath? Yep. Okay, so it does say that he's taking attrition. So we'll just have to double check once we get a little bit closer. But yeah, you're going to deal with rebellion. You're going to deal with this rebellion, hopefully. And we'll start making a little bit more money once the stuff is upgraded. Hopefully we get to that 5,000 threshold. But I just do want to get a good battle against Nurgle. And then we can go after the Lisbon after that, even though they're our benefactor at the moment. Okay, we get in a vampiric rebellion. That's not too bad. Vampire armies are easier to defeat in manual battles. As long as... Ooh, don't declare war. Okay, he wants a trade agreement, actually. Why is our confederation penalty? Okay, I was going to say, why is our positive relations go down so fast? But it should go away. I believe this is the last turn of it. So hopefully that positive relations starts to go back up a little bit before he feels like he wants to declare war. Okay. Ooh, that's actually I did not think the rebellion would be that strong right away. Why is our garrison so weak as well? I actually don't think I can win this. Just because the Graveguard we can deal with, but the Vargulf, the Crypt Horrors, and the Vargheist, we don't really have anything to deal with that, actually. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, I honestly just don't think we can win that, because all 3 of those units heal in melee, yeah. Unfortunately, but we can't hold that. No! Ugh. Okay, can we win this one? Clan Rats, Plague Monks, Gutter Runners, and 2 Rat Ogres. We can't win that one either because of the Assassin Lord. Come on! Okay, well, this army should be able to deal with this settlement now. Unfortunate, but... Oh, he didn't actually capture the settlement, he just sacked it. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the melee attack on the Ogre Bulls. And the leadership on these Payback Riders. We lose a unit in the garrison, but that's not a big deal. Let's take the meat. This guy will come down and retake the Haunted Forest, because I do not want to have to deal with Gorst again. So that's actually a big issue. Because Gores can kind of be a nightmare.
Biggest gun in the land.
That's thankfully why I built up this tyrant to be a beat stick, though. But we do need to give him a few more units, though, so he can actually deal with the settlement garrison and that army. The army was actually bigger and more powerful than I thought it would be. Ooh, and we can get a bunch of bruisers now, too. I think we have to recruit them in... Yeah, it's only in Greece's local province, I believe. Yeah, so we're going to have to recruit them up here at our camp. I guess we can do it here. We can get him at rank 8, though, which is awesome. Okay. Weapon Master's not bad. Maw Preacher and Big Daddy. Let's take Weapon Master, because we can actually get some careers that give them missile attacks, like a Man-Eater Captain or a Lead Belcher. So we'll do that one. Let's do... Actually, we have training in the with the other bruiser, so let's just go full melee capability, because that's what we're actually going to rely on to beat the... Oh, actually, we had enough skills to do Foe Seeker, so let's do that one. And Dominance doesn't matter against the Undead because they're immune to psychology, but let's take the extra melee defense. And... Okay, big name, reach rank 15, win a battle with 5 units of Lead Belchers, cool. Win a battle with 5 units of Crushers, win a battle against an army containing 5 missile units. But let's get another one. I don't really like any of these actually. We'll try to get a better one next turn, but let's get another Butcher. We have a Caster. Oh no, we don't have actually a Butcher of the Lord of the Great Maw in this army yet, so let's do that. Fleet-footed is just speed. Let's do strategist for the extra campaign movement range. And for him, let's do Bone Crusher, Blood Gruel, and let's spend 1 skill and replenish troops. This guy's gonna come join Greasus. And okay, we've already spent money on recruitment there, so we can spend stuff elsewhere. Let's build up Pig Barter so we can get that landmark. Oh, actually, the Maw Gate. That costs 5,000, and that's positive relations with the Ogre, which we actually do want at the moment. I don't think we have quite enough, though. Yeah, after recruiting those heroes, we don't have quite enough, so we'll upgrade Pig Barter, and then worry about the Maw Gate once we have enough income to do with that. But let's build up the Gorge on our Fire Belly. Burning Head is going to be really useful against the Undead once again. And for our Hunter, let's do Physical Resist, because that'll actually help out quite a bit once he's on his Stonehorn. And for our Technology, we finished off the Bruiser one. We want to get another camp, unless there's something up here that we want to do real fast. This reduces construction costs for Fire Shrine and Fire Cave, along with Winds of Magic Power Reserve for all armies. This is income from all non-camp buildings and trade resources. Let's do that one, because that's really good for Greasus. Which, speaking of, let's look through diplomacy real fast, see if there's anyone who wants to trade.
I speak with the wisdom, driver.
And yeah. I want to take out Gorse before he becomes a problem, though. Camp Tyrant, let's do recruitment costs for him. Draft Master, which that's something we should actually build up their armies a little bit in case we get a random faction declaring war on us, but we're going to spend the meat to get cavalry there. And here, I think we're just going to save to get this one so we get more meat per turn anyway. Okay, Greasus, okay, he's just barely shy of having enough movement range. So that sucks. Okay, the army did take attrition, but just barely anything. So for 2,500 gold, that probably wasn't worth that on this army at least. We do have an empty slot still in this army. I should have thought about that before we moved out. But too late to change it now, so... Oh. Oh, crap, I forgot about Bragg again. We gotta find that character so I can get this bounty finished off for that gold. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. We'll look at it at the start of the turn. Yeah, that's disappointing. Because I'd really like for him to be in an army, so we can get him leveled up, but we do want to get this big name finished sooner rather than later. Okay, Helmengorst, no, we're not going to accept peace. They shouldn't have any good unit recruitment, so we shouldn't be facing too many good units besides the one that came from the Rebellion Army. But we dealt with the Skeleton Rebellion, but yeah. Losing the Haunted Forest is painful, because we paid a lot to actually build that up. Okay, but let's check out his bounty here. I guess he got killed off by his own. Nothing's going our way right now for this episode. Okay, we'll bring Bragg the Gutsman back. Yeah, the garrison here, it's a lot of units. And we don't have Greases to kind of be our linchpin, but we'll try to set an... yeah, we'll try to set an ambush here. No, we want to recruit. Get some more Ogre Balls, because we want to take these guys on. Greasus? Kugath? Oh, he goes to sea. Is that bad for us? Can we reach him? No, we can't. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, but he did take a fair amount of attrition out here, though. We have 5 turns left on that. I think I actually prefer taking the settlement, because he will probably come back. So we will do that instead. Let's pay me almost 2,000. That's not bad. Yeah, I think Kugath will actually come back to try and defend his territory. I really did want to get a good battle in for this episode, but okay, we'll have one right here, actually. Alright, guys. I actually didn't expect this to be a settlement battle when I first loaded into it, but it'd be nice for our first battle against Nurgle. We are doing a settlement battle. Greasus and our mages along with the Firebelly and Bruiser are leading the main force up through the front, but we did Vanguard deploy our Noblar Trappers over here on the other side. We're going to use them to get around, get some of these control points. And then over on the other flank, we have our Hunter leading our elite Vanguard deployment. Oh, I guess they're not Vanguard deployment, but we did deploy them on the Vanguard on this side so they can actually get around, capture some of these points. The Hunters leading our Iron Guts and Man-Eaters along with our Pigback Riders. I thought since this part was going to be a pretty close quarters battle, I thought our Ogre Bulls could handle it for the most part. They had a tier 4 tower built up though, which is pretty nasty. And so I sent our Blood Vultures to go after it, thinking they'd be able to take it down, but apparently because they're attacking it, the tower decides only to shoot them. So with about each volley, kills about 8 models in the Blood Vultures. We got a good little mosh pit coming down here. Cash Cascade falling down with Greasus for that melee attack. And charge bonus. Here's my first retreat with the Vultures, thinking that I could get another charge in. But our Bruiser decides to push through and try to get on some of these Exalted Plague Bearers to shut down the ability to use their missiles. Which this is our first battle actually seeing the Bruiser on his Warnfang mount. But he'll do pretty good against these guys, but Exalted Plague Bearers are not any unit to scoff at. They have almost 100 leadership, poison, and magic attacks. Luckily, we shut them down fast enough to where they didn't get to use all of their missiles, but we still have this flank getting dogpiled. Some more Exalted Plague Bearers coming in, along with Plague Toads and Nurglings piling in on our Ogre Bulls. Nobbler's kind of filtered in through the middle as well to provide a little bit of a meat shield for us. And then we have our Firebelly and our Butcher over here. They do a pretty good job. We do send our Firebelly out to try to help fight these Exalted Plague Bearers because he does have Eruption now for one of his bound abilities. Which is a really cool explosion, but he's getting chased by some Nurglings who don't want him to get away. Our other Butcher, though, taking a little bit of damage. Almost breaks, because he's very lightly armored compared to most Ogres, so does not do well, but we do get a big burning head, bounce it off the wall right there. Let's see if we can catch the explosion with our awesome. With our Firebelly, that's why I wanted that ability for this battle. But up in the back, we had no contest in taking these 2 points. But this one, they do send some Nurglings to go after my Hunter. I do have some Pigback Riders coming over to help. And once this point is under control, these Man-Eaters and Iron Guts will come down to help, but they're sending their heroes to come deal with us. The Chaos Sorcerer is on his way. He's on foot, though, so he'll oh, no, right, he's mounted. He'll take him not too long. I was thinking of the Cultist right here who was on his way. But the Exalted Hero of Nurgle is anti-large. Oh, he's not anti-large until he's mounted, actually. Interesting. Because he can put a hurting on our characters. Our Vulture's coming in for try number 3 on the tower. But we've got the Plague Toads crumbling and starting to disintegrate. Yeah, Ogre Bull's doing pretty well. I'm kind of glad I decided to give them a run. Along with the buffs that we can give them with Greasus, because we did get a Helm of Discord on him. See if I can find him. So he has some really, really good abilities now. So along with the Helm of Discord, we also have a Potion of Toughness. Of course, everyone has their price, which is going to reduce leadership for the enemy units, which for demonic units is really bad. Then he's also got Kosh Cascade for that melee attack and leadership boost. Scepter of the Titans now for big damage and bonus for large. And then we have Glorious Gold now, so he does give a nice melee and attack buff along with a small damage buff. Yeah, real fight is over here right now. Our Iron Guts putting hurting on this cultist. Got the other Pigback Riders coming to help, but this is the fight that actually is probably the closest one in this battle. We have a duel of the Exalted Hero and the Hunter, along with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord coming in. Our Pigback Riders doing pretty well against the Nurglings. Their bonus large does not come into play, but they have pretty decent stats with the support of the Hunter there to boost their leadership. Our Man-Eaters get on the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, but our Bruiser Man, he was taking a lot of damage once he got caught alone by these Exalted Plague Bearers, so I did try to pull him out a few times. I think it took a while before he actually listened, because he got really low. 1500 HP right now, so about a little over 10%. But I did bring in some Ogre Bulls with Iron Fist to come and help him a little bit. But he took a big volley right there. Lost about, 800 health from that missile volley from those Exalted Plague Bearers. But luckily for us, the rest of the demons over here are pretty much dead. It's just one unit of Exalted Plague Bearers holding up. But our Nobbler Trappers took one of the points up here, and then I sent them to come around and try to help out over here. Meanwhile, the enemy is building another tower at the settlement. Previously, they just kind of built up barriers around the leadership point. I didn't think we were going to make it to get there anytime soon, so I didn't bother trying to go through that. Yeah, Man-Eaters put a pretty good wall up on the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Cultist breaks. The Exalted here about to shatter for good. And I think it's just the last little vestiges of these Exalted Plague Bearers. Because they're demonic, they're going to stick around until they finally evaporate. We do hit our Nobblers a little bit with our own burning head as it bounced off the wall right there, though. But a pretty good battle, and that wasn't even against Kugath Plaguefather. Yes, that battle was a little bit more more than I thought it would be, but good for the episode. I wanted to do a pretty good battle for that. Which, speaking of that, seems like a pretty good time to end this episode. We'll pick it up just after that. Thank you guys so much. I'm Warhammer, and I'll see you guys next episode. Have a great day.